What's going on, everyone? Tayler Kyles here, and I'm live at Radio Row from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm here with Shawn Syed of SumerSports, one of the best and brightest football analysts out there, and we are going to talk a little bit of Drake Maye, a little bit of Patriots turnaround, and I'll sneak in a little bit of Super Bowl too. But Shawn, thank you so much for your time, brother. First and foremost, I know you had fun watching Drake Maye last year. A lot of us did. Also some stuff to work on for the young guys. So what was your impression of him in year one, and what are you expecting hopefully to see from him in year two?
I was really impressed from the start. We're talking to him a little bit at the draft. Look, he's a big game hunter. Everyone knows that he is a big game hunter. I think finding the right dial of some of that aggressive decision making, still pushing the ball down the field. But look, when you have a quarterback that when it's 3rd and 8, he can create a first down by himself, that is such an important thing. It's not just scrambling. It's finding, maybe not the best offensive line in the league last season. You're able to find those paths where you're able to extend and find an open receiver. It was really, really impressive. It's so hard not to be super optimistic about Drake Maye.
And a lot of that optimism is the fact that we know he can elevate a less than great supporting cast. So from your perspective, a lot of people want the Patriots to have a Commanders-esque turnaround. Now, that's going to take a lot of luck, some shrewd moves, but from your perspective, what can the Patriots do to help out their roster on top of all the coaching and staff changes they've made to maybe get themselves in the playoff race again?
When I think about the Commanders season, I was really impressed. It felt like their offensive line really overachieved. I mean, I thought they were going to be one of the worst offensive lines in the whole league coming into the year. So if the Patriots are able to shore some of those spots up front, I think that's your path to really helping things out. We'll see who's on the outside. Who are they able to bring in? We'll see what goes on with that 4th overall pick. I think that's an exciting spot to be in this season. I think you're hoping Vrabel's able to figure some things out on defense as well to get those guys attacking. You're going to play a little bit of tight man coverage. I'm hearing things, hey, maybe they're going to get into more too high looks and really prioritize the passing game in different ways. There's a possibility. It's just it feels like that turnaround is really unique, even though, people say, oh, Jaden's going to be better than Drake. I think there is certainly a possibility that Drake is able to close that gap pretty quick.
And you mentioned the 4th overall pick, and there's a lot of debate on what they should do. Should you just pull the trigger and get the best player on the board, get somebody like maybe a Will Campbell out of LSU, or do you go for the trade and try to find somebody maybe later and stock up on picks because there are a lot of roster holes? If you are the Patriots, not GM because they don't have the title, if you are the executive vice president of player personnel and you are the one making the call, what are you doing with the 4th overall pick?
I mean, I'm calling every single person, hey, do you want the 4th pick? Hey, do you want the 4th pick? See what someone's going to offer, because you may get a huge offer, whether it's, I don't know, do the Raiders want to move up there from 6 to 4 to get that quarterback? To me, though, obviously you're going to go best player available. I would love the idea of Travis Hunter and Christian Gonzalez playing man coverage across from each other.
So Travis is playing corner full time, or?
I think he has to play all the snaps at corner. I know he wants to play both ways. To me, we're going to let him prove it, right? Like, you absolutely give him the opportunity. I think it's going to be difficult for, anyone, right? We think about the long history. He is a really special player. If anyone can do it, I think it can be him. So you're absolutely having a package for him on offense. When you look at player value, if you're able to do that, on both sides of the ball, that would be so effective. But in my head, I'm just thinking, Christian's on one side, Travis on the other side. If you're a quarterback, which side are you going to go to?
Another thing that could maybe help the Patriots is a really good pass rusher, maybe like a Myles Garrett. And then you talk about helping Drake Maye, maybe a Cooper Kupp, not quite the player he used to be, but still one of the smartest players in the league and one of its best technicians. But, of course, the Patriots, like we said, they have a lot of holes. So Cooper Kupp, Myles Garrett, currently on the trade block, or at least Myles Garrett wants to get out. We know the Rams are going to trade Cooper Kupp. Do you think those are guys the Patriots should target, or do you feel like they're not in a place yet where they should pull the trigger on veterans like that?
I mean, look, with the 4th overall pick, your best outcome is getting a player like Myles Garrett, like having someone who could be the best defensive player in the league. I do hear you, though. There are a lot of roster holes, so you want to be able to accrue capital. To me, it's just so hard to turn down the idea of trying to get, literally the best player at the position there. So it would be exciting where we talk about, hey, how do you make a Commanders-like jump? You put that stud on the defensive side. You have, of course, everyone knows I love Christian Gonzalez now, right? Just how much you change how an offense tries to attack you. I would love to see that, but it does feel like, you make the call, you lowball the offer, you see if Andrew Berry's going to pull the trigger there.
Some shrewd negotiating. We'll see what happens. But last thing, brother, we're actually at the Super Bowl, or at least in New Orleans for the Super Bowl, so I got to slip in a question. Who's your X factor on both sides of the Super Bowl, Chiefs and Eagles, that you think are going to make the difference in this game?
For the Eagles, I think it's Milton Williams. I think Jalen Carter has been
potential Patriot Milton Williams?
Maybe. I mean, I saw you talking to Josh Sweat. I heard a little bit of the pitch. It was a good pitch, guys. It was a good pitch. I do think Milton Williams, though, he's going to be lined up over the Chiefs' left guard, Callahan, a lot. Callahan, where you have Tooney on at that left tackle, who is a really good left guard. Now he's taking snaps out there. I think it's going to be a situation where if the Chiefs want to slide to Jalen Carter, you're getting a one-on-one where Milton Williams, potential future Patriot, is really able to create some of that pressure. That's certainly a spot that I'm looking at for the Eagles. For the Chiefs, I do like how Xavier Worthy has continued to improve. I think seeing him, even talking to him just over on opening night, just about the ways that he feels more comfortable in the offense. I think that is a really a spot that's going to be difficult at times where Fangio, the way he'll do his defense, it's not deprioritizing the flats, but that's an area you can attack. So I know you're going to get Oren Burks in space on Xavier Worthy. I think the Chiefs might be able to find ways to exploit that.
Make sure you also check out Shawn's Twitter. He was asking some great questions on Media Row. So actually let the people know where they can find you. Twitter, anything. Plug yourself, brother. Go ahead. You
can find me at Syed Schemes, doing some silly stuff around here at Radio Row, but also talking a lot of football. Find me on the Ringers Philly special, talking about that Eagles game. Maybe it's an Eagles Super Bowl win.
Maybe. Appreciate you, brother.